Sunny House.
Better house, better life.
Unpacking the SofarSolar inverter KTL X series. Here we have the 8.8 model. The nominal power of this inverter is 8 kilowatts, or it is intended for installation with standard power of panels from 6 to 10 kilowatts peak. This series is very popular among home users, mainly due to the attractive price. Here we have an invoice. It is also sent by email. This is the basis of the guarantee. Let's see what's included. The set includes a user manual. The manual is also available for download in various languages, not necessarily English, from the product page in our shop.suninhouse.eu. The certificate and the declaration of conformity can also be downloaded from the product page in our store. Certifications vary in form depending on the country where the inverter is installed. The document is necessary for connecting the PV plant to the power grid, and it's often required by the operator as an attachment to the plant notification for connection to the power grid. This is an element that is attached to the wall with the supplied wall plugs. The set includes 6 pins, and it must be said that they are sold and adjustable. First, attach the frame to the wall and put the inverter on the frame. Next, the set includes an AC plug with a set of pins. This is used to connect the energy input circuit to the network. We also have 2 sets of MC4 plugs, 2 female plugs minus and 2 male plugs plus. We can connect 2 independently operating serial circuits of photovoltaic panels to this inverter. This allows us to connect panels from 2 different roof slopes, for example east and west, which work fully independently using the maximum available solar radiation. The set also includes screws to screw the connection of the inverter with the frame. Here we have a Wi-Fi module. Note the sticker with the data matrix code. It also contains the serial number of the Wi-Fi logger and the password for its Wi-Fi network. There is also an instruction manual. I think that the topic of configuring this module will be discussed in more detail in a separate episode. Let's see what the inverter itself looks like. Maybe let's turn him over. Here we have the display. There are 3 LED indicators on the right. Grid failure indicator. This is an error indicator of the power grid parameters. It's light up red when the grid parameters are incorrect. Normal green LED. Lighting indicates normal operation and energy production. There is also a 3rd LED indicator. The LED alarm signals the alarm states of device. The display is very transparent. It shows us the status of the device, the energy produced on the current day, total energy produced since the first startup, the current power. We also have a graph of the energy produced in time on the current day. There are also given voltages and currents in individual DC and AC circuits. The current frequencies of each phase are additionally shown here. Simply and intuitive operation. In the next video we will show you how to operate it. We will see what it looks like from the bottom. Here we have the AC circuit connection, using the included plug that I talked about earlier. Here are serial connectors, rarely used. It is essential that under the cover there is a connector and SD card. We will tell about it detail in another occasion. Here we remove the cover and mount the Wi-Fi logger antenna. Let's show how it fits. And the logger sticker with data matrix code, which is on the logger box, should be placed on the front of the inverter. It will be easily accessible during installation or service work. And then there is a need to scan its code. Here we have two solar panels, PV1 plus and minus and PV2 plus and minus. There is also a DC circuit breaker, a useful feature. The inverter only works when there is a voltage on DC circuits. AC voltage alone is not enough to start the inverter. The point is that the inverter never draws energy from the grid, it only gives energy back to the grid. We see the heatsink is very solid. It can be said that to be oversized in typical European conditions. Remember that the same design works, for example, in Australia. The whole thing is solid for years. Only the optical external design in this model is not, how can I say, overwhelming. I think that's it. About logger. Typically, the logger is included with the inverter. It includes a cloud subscription. There are loggers available on the market that work with SolarMan application and the Smart Client application. We'll tell about this detail in separate episodes. Thank you for your attention and welcome to our online store shop.suninhouse.eu. I would like to remind you that the companies with European VAT number can buy tax-free from us. Simply enter your European VAT number prefixed with 2 letters of country code and your address when registering in the store. The store will immediately check your VAT number online with the European Commission and will automatically assign a valuable net value to your user account. From now, you can always buy without VAT.
Better house, better life.